The moon's orbit is predicted to wobble in the next decade. Now, I know it's a funny term, but it essentially just means its path around the planet would change shape. It's a pretty regular thing happening about every 18.6 years. But a new study finds that global sea level rise could make that next shift catastrophic for some communities. The researchers paint a particularly ominous future for Florida. In St. Petersburg specifically, massive king tide flooding hits the city now 6 or 7 times a year. King tides are what come along with a full or new moon. While those floods 6 or 7 times a year could increase tenfold by the mid-2030s. Joining us now is Professor of Physics and Astronomy and author of A Quantum Life, Hakeem Oluseyi. Professor, thank you so much for joining us bright and early. I mean, this is scary, fascinating, but just walk us through this. So first, let's start off with that wobble. I said it's kind of a funny term, but explain why it happens. And I mentioned it's regular. So just tell us, what has happened in the past when the moon is wobbling.
Yes. So thank you for having me this morning. This is one of those cases where the actual scientific words to describe what the moon is doing are so unpleasant that they use the better word, wobble. And so we actually call it the nodal precession.
Yeah, no.
And the reason why I draw that distinction is because the moon actually does wobble in a different motion we call libration. You may have heard that the moon keeps the same side facing the Earth all the time. Well, that's true, but it also kind of rocks back and forth. So that's the motion or the wobble of the moon around its axis. What we're talking about here is the orbit of the moon. So if you look at the moon's orbit, it's tilted 5 degrees to what we call the plane of the Earth-Sun orbit. That also has a weird name. And it's because of this 5-degree tilt that the moon will go through the plane of the Earth-Sun, going up and then coming back down, right? And so where it goes, where it intersects that plane, those points move. They rotate around the Earth. And that has to do, is very similar to when kids back in the day used to play with a spinning top. And it didn't just sit straight up and spin. It would do what we call precession. So it has to do with the gravity of the Earth, the moon, and the sun that causes the moon's orbit to precess. And that means that for half of that cycle, it's going to be lined up with the Earth and the sun, right? And so when you have the Earth and the sun lined up together, you have higher tides.
All right. And then, Hakeem, if you could just quickly tell us kind of why that affects tides, and then we'll get into the climate change aspect here. But we all know the moon affects tides, but tell us about this wobble and tides.
That's right. So where the node is where the moon is in the plane of the Earth's orbit with the sun. So, for example, when there is a new moon, we get a total solar eclipse when the moon happens to be at new moon and at a node. So in this case, those nodes, as that node drifts at certain points, it's going to line up such that it's going to be sort of a line between the moon, the Earth, and the sun. And that increases the differential effect of gravity on the Earth. And that's what tides are. They are the visible effect of gravitational influences from mainly the moon, but also the sun.
Right. OK. So, and Professor, I know that you've got roots in places that are affected by climate change. In fact, you work at the Florida Institute of Technology. I just mentioned a minute ago what this study said about Florida. This study by Nature Climate Change, it finds that these normally regular king tides, because again, these do happen all the time, could be much higher and last much longer. Now, we know sea levels are rising. So tell us about the wobble's effect and kind of that relationship there, that climate change has had this impact on sea levels rising, and then this natural thing, the wobble, comes along, and what's going to potentially happen?
Well, the wobble has been happening all our lives already. And so what this means is that on an 18.6-year cycle, for half of it, you have higher than normal high tides. And then for the other half of it, you have lower than normal high tides. And so this is a natural thing. What's new here is the sea level rise. And so if you look at the combination of sea level rise with other factors, even weather can have a bigger effect than the tidal effect. But what happens now is that the tidal effect is very reliable. You know it's going to be there. The sea level rise is what it is, and it's getting worse. So now it's almost like you have a bowl of water where the water is already at the brim. Now you add this force of the moon, and it's going to spill over more often than it otherwise would.
All right, Professor, thank you for the science, space, astronomy, astrology lesson. We so appreciate it. We know it's so important. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.